Hey there, hello and welcome. It's Madeline here. And happy Friday, or whenever you're watching this. Wishing you a beautiful day, evening, afternoon, what have you. And today I want to talk to you about new lockdowns, new curfews, new restrictions. Oh my. Hey Dawn, good to see you, girl. I was on the phone with my bestie, one of my besties, last night. And actually, this one's my bestie. And her state has recently implemented new lockdowns, new restrictions, new curfews. And she was quite beside herself. My heart really went out to her because this happened in my state a few weeks ago. And when I got the news, I was beside myself for several hours before I was able to adjust to the new circumstances inside and out. So I caught a glimpse of the news this morning. I know that more of this is happening in the US and around the world. Yes, Dawn, anxiety is through the roof across the board. And I'm an expert in healing anxiety, and my anxiety is up as well. But fortunately, I have the tools to mitigate that, and I hope you'll stay with me so you can learn how to gain access to those tools within yourself as well. But anyway, specifically, my friend was beside herself, and the position that she was taking was, she was saying, Madeline, we've got to fight this, right? Like, we've got to fight this. We can't stand for this. Enough. The government is going too far. And, whether or not that's your position doesn't matter. The point I want to make is that she was saying, we've got to fight this, right? We've got to stand up. And what came to mind was, we can't fight it, right? Not that I'm suggesting that we roll over and, let officials rule all over us. Hey, cousin Pedro, good to see you, my love. No. But I'm reminded of Mother Teresa, who, when asked why she would never attend a war protest, she would suggest that she would never attend anything that had war in it. That if you want to be for peace, that she would gladly participate in such an event. So my friend wants to fight, and I get that, right? A few weeks ago, when my governor passed similar restrictions, my initial reaction was to fight it as well, that's not right, they can't do this, blah, blah, blah. But what we resist persists, doesn't it? I'd love to do that, Dawn. Let's talk. What we resist persists, right? So what we focus on grows. So the thing that we're fighting expands and becomes more prevalent in our life and in our energy. And in worst case scenarios, we become the thing that we hate, right? So this was happening to me some months back, where I was so opposed to what was happening in my country, in my community, in the world, that I was becoming the thing that I hate. A more obvious example of this is the pro-life activist that blows up the abortion clinic, right? So you're saying you're pro-life and you're causing violence, right? That's how we become the thing that we hate. So what do we do instead? I've got some answers for you. And what do we do instead, right? So, and again, I'm not in response to the what we must fight energy, I'm not suggesting that if you disagree with what's going on in your country, in the world, that you don't rally for what you do want, right? Again, I like to take Mother Teresa's position and not necessarily get behind the protest of what I don't like, because that's going to perpetuate what we don't like. But I do encourage you to rally for what you do want, right? Focus on what you do want, right? So write to your government officials, call your government officials, have a peaceful gathering, and with signs that say this is what we do want, this is what we believe in. And if that's not your jam either, right? None of that is my jam. Although I have written to my governor. I have called my governor's office. I have written to the White House to let them know what I do want, right? What action I do think should be taken. And I encourage you to do the same, right? This is America. We still have some freedom left. But the moral of the story is to focus on what you do want, right? And some of the ways that I've been doing that is because it's so hard to get caught up in what you don't want and in the negative, right? Our reptilian brain is always looking for danger, right? So it's so easy to get caught up in the bullshit, whatever that means for you. But I invite you to step back and focus on what you do want, right? And this is going to sound so cliche, but it's true, right? Be the change that you want to be in the world, right? Raise your vibration and shine your light, okay? So I'm with you, right? You're not alone. These are scary times. I get angry and frustrated too when I catch glimpses of mainstream media headlines, right? How do I mitigate those negative emotions? Prayer, meditation, release work, okay? My TEP friends know what I mean by release work, and I'll be talking more about that in the future. And I know that it's hard, right? You think, oh, Madeline, pray and meditate. Really? I need to do something. I know. You do need to do something, don't you? When we pray, we allow God, universe, source, Allah, whatever or whoever you believe in, we allow that energy to step in and start to organize things in the way in which we want them to go. And when we meditate, we raise our vibration, right? And prayer as well. They both have very similar benefits, although prayer is when you talk to God, meditation is when you listen. It's important to do both, right? When we meditate, we're raising our vibration, and we are actually raising the vibration of those around us and the world around us, right? It's giving us the space. I talked about space earlier this week. It's giving us the space to be the change, to shine our light, to raise our vibration, right? A friend of mine once told me, the light always wins. The light will always break through. Ah, Josie, my soul sister. Oh my goodness, so good to see you, my love. The light will always penetrate and break up the darkness. And the truth will always win, even if it takes a little while, doesn't it? Right? So, and it's our job. Thank you, my loves. Thank you, my loves. We do that through prayer and meditation and focusing on what we do want again, right? So if you're going to take to the streets peacefully, lovingly, and focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. Pray and meditate alone and together. Raise your vibration and raise and shine the light on what's going on. It has to win eventually, right? The light will always break through the darkness. And as we raise our vibration, we're healing ourselves and we're healing the world. I promise. Okay. And I know it's hard, right? Like I know it's hard to do these things that seem passive, right? But they're not passive. These are the most powerful actions that we can take. And this is why I've created spaces, communities where we can come together and learn how to integrate the principles that I've been talking about today into our lives, right? So if you need, Benoit, my love, all my people are here. Good to see you, my love, right? So if you need help, right? If this is speaking to your heart, this is speaking to your soul, it's not a coincidence that you're hearing me today, right? And you want more of this in your life, I invite you to reach out to me, okay? As I started to say, I've created spaces where we can come together and I can help you integrate these principles into your life. I've been integrating these principles into my life, and I have this beautiful community of others who are integrating these principles into their lives because, hey, Nikki, good to see you. Because I think it's going to be a while, right? That these circumstances are going to be with us for a little bit longer, but not if more of us come together and integrate these principles into our lives, right? That's right. So if you'd like my help with that, you'd like to connect with me to integrate these principles into your life. Hey, gorgeous. Thanks, Nikki, for being here. I invite you to reach out to me, private message me, and let me know, Madeline, I need help, right? I hear you, my love, and I'm here for you, right? I have several ways, both free and paid ways, that we can work together, where we can practice these principles and integrate them into our lives and be the light and be the change that we want to see in the world. I'll put links in the comments and throughout this post to make it easier for you to do that. Or send me a private message if that's what calls to you. But take action, right? Take action, take positive action, one way or the other. And by positive, I mean by focused on what you do want to see in the world, okay? So, my loves, I hope this serves you. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video in my community. And until then, I will see you in the gap. Namaste. Be blessed. Peace and blessings to you.